Now, Palestinians in the West Bank city of Jenin have held a mass funeral for many who died in Israel's two-day military operation there. 12 Palestinians were killed by Israeli drone attacks and raids. The Israeli military says the dead were militants. An Israeli soldier was also killed in the operation. Rebuilding efforts are underway after the city saw widespread destruction during the raids.
Holding their dead aloft as they carry them through the streets of Jenin. Thousands of mourners gathered in the city to accompany the bodies of 8 of the 12 Palestinians killed during a two-day raid by the Israeli army, and put them to rest. And while the funerals are taking place, elsewhere citizens are starting to clear the rubble. Thousands of people were driven from their homes and buildings were destroyed by Israeli airstrikes and by the hundreds of troops that marched into the camp. DW reporter Rebecca Ritters observed the efforts to start to rebuild.
The clean-up has begun. It is underway to remove the destroyed vehicles and all the debris that has been kicked up. These roads completely ripped up by the military, who say there were explosive devices underneath them, and that is why they had to remove most of the bitumen. Now, I was standing in this very spot a little over a week ago, and I can tell you it looked a lot different to how it does today.
Israel says that the operation, which killed 1 Israeli soldier, was a necessary crackdown on terror. And Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Wednesday that it may not be the last.
If Jenin goes back to terrorism, we'll go back to Jenin. And it will happen faster and stronger than anyone imagines.
Meanwhile, Palestinian delegates in New York called on the UN Security Council to help them defend against Israel's actions.
They have to do something out of the ordinary. They have to send signals to the Palestinian people that the international community is not abandoning them.
As Jenin rebuilds, a plea for support against another raid by Israeli forces.